So I get asked a lot on stream on what guns I use in DMZ, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys what I use. So for the sniper, I use the MCPR. I use this right here is my favorite one-shot sniper. Uh, you can use explosive rounds, I do, but you can use high velocity. I've seen people use high velocity. I personally don't. I just like doing the whole one-shot thing and whatnot, especially with the extra vehicle damage. On how much vehicles are used can really put some damage in on them. But with just that one shot to the head with everybody running around with 3 plates, it's really useful. And then I use a Nilsdown 90, the 22-inch OMX 456 barrel, the Schlager Peck box laser, and then for the optic I do use the Raptor. Now I use the Raptor because I often find myself doing long range sniper fights, which I'm personally don't exactly love doing because they usually never lead anywhere. But I mean, if you don't want to use the Raptor, then you can of course probably just take off the Raptor entirely and put on like not that. You can put on like maybe a rear grip for more aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed to where you can aim in faster, or you can put in like the Cronin smooth bolt to rechamber your sniper faster. But that's my MCPR build. Now for my MP5 build, I use a 40 round mag. Most people in DMZ use the 50. I find that slows me down just a bit too much. I mean, it doesn't necessarily really slow you down. It also just takes longer to reload. But it's personal preference there. If you want just the extra 10 bullets, you can use it. But then I also use a muzzle. I use a suppressor. But I'm thinking about possibly switching over to like a compensator. If you want to use a compensator, then you can use something like the lock shot. You can use the spiral V3.5 flash hider. You can use I think those two are like the only ones. Yeah. Or like the Lacerda compensator if you want to really focus on horizontal recoil control. Or the Bruin pendulum. There's a lot of good compensators that you can use. Just about any of them is good. Just really look at your graph over here on the left side and you can figure out which one is better for you. And I use the FTAC M sub barrel, the Mir Recoil 56 factory stock, and then the Lockman TCG10 rear grip. Now, for whenever I'm playing something like Al Mazrah and I want to use an AR, most of the time I will use the Cast-Off 7.62 because I really do like the Cast-Off. The only downside to this gun is that if you don't have extremely good aim, which you don't have to have like the best aim in the world, if you miss a lot of your shots usually, wouldn't suggest using this gun seeing how you are maxed to 40 bullets. But other than that, this gun hits like a truck, and I usually use it with that MCPR build. Anyways, I use a 40 round mag, the FTAC Ripper 56, the Sack and Tread 40 muzzle. You can use a suppressor in replace of that if you want to. I use a Cast 10 584mm barrel, and I use the Cronin Mini Pro optic. If you like the iron sights, you can take off this optic and you can put on like the True Tac grip to make it a bit more faster. But this right here is my Cast-Off 7.62 build. And now this right here is probably going to be the last assault rifle on this list, but this is the M4, and this right here is more of a sniper support build. I wouldn't use this gun if you are going for operator kills. If you are trying to hunt people down, I would not use this because it's not really going to beat a MP5 up close. This is more for people who like to kind of hang back, because this M4 can also be good in mid-range. But I used a 60 round mag. If you want more speed, you can use a 45. The Echoless 80 muzzle for more range. The High Tower barrel for more range. And the Ravage 8 stock for more aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. And then the X10 grip for more sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. Now, I don't really want to put the one-shot shotgun on here, but it wouldn't really be a best weapons list if I didn't put it on here. But this right here is the Bryson 800, And in order to make it a one-shot, if you guys don't know, you need armor-piercing rounds, which you can put those on at your field upgrade before you load into a game. Anyways, the SAMX50 muzzle, the rifled barrel. I use a Schlager Ulu 66 laser for better hipfire accuracy and recoil control. Mainly just the accuracy is all I care about. There's probably better ones that you can use, like the hip shot, but I don't really like the, this right here is going to be better for hip fire accuracy, but I really don't like the laser visible at the hip because of how I center my center dot. It's very, very visible. Anyways, the sawed off mod for way more mobility, movement speed. You get hip fire recoil control, aim down sight speed for sprint to fire speed, because this right here is going to be basically a really run and gun type build. And then I use the Demo X50 tactical pump, which is going to give you better aim down sight speed and rechambering speed specifically. But if you do use this, make sure you put it on armor piercing rounds, or else it's not really going to be that good. But yeah, that's so much I shot them. This right here is my Vel build. I've killed a countless amount of operators with this certain Vel, or MP7, as a bunch of you Warzone 1 viewers or players have called it. But this right here is more of a get up close into their face and shoot them. More to hunt operators down type build. If you do not really want to hunt down operators, you could take off the compensator and put on a suppressor. I also have the 50 rounder instead of the 60. It's just what I prefer. I never use the 60. It's just a little bit too much ammo for an SMG. But the 50 is just enough. But I use a Lockshot KT85 muzzle, the VOK LZR 7 milliwatt laser, the Demo RXT stock, and the Schlager Soldier grip. If you do want a muzzle, I might add, you could probably take off the laser. You're going to lose a bit more aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed, but it's already a SMG, so you ain't really got to worry about that, and you can put on whatever optic you want. Okay, and this right here is the very last gun, the Bass P. Arguably one of the best SMGs to use. You'll see a lot of people killing you with this gun, but this is my current build that I use for it. I use the Bruin Typhoon barrel, the VOK laser, the Bruin Flash V4 stock, and the D37 grip. Now, if you do want an optic, you can probably again take off the laser, put on an optic. Or you could instead take off the grip. Laser or grip, it's really up to you. And it's already going to be silenced because of the barrel. As you can see, it gives y'all sound suppression, hip fire accuracy, bullet velocity, recoil control. But yeah, this right here is more of a, just like the MP7, get up in their face and rip them apart. Alright, that is it for all the loadouts that I use. I actually use these guns. These aren't like just made up guns. But I also just like run around with just random contraband from other players as well. As you can see, this is somebody, that's actually not someone's. I use other people's weapons as well, just like this one-shot shotgun right here. This is what somebody else was using. This is someone's MCPR. You know, just stuff like that. Make sure you try to grab people's guns so you can exfil with them, just in case you lose all three of y'all's contraband, or not contraband, insured weapon slots, to where y'all have backup weapons here. And find guns around and bring in some money, and then gear them up at the gunsmith by the buy station. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this quick little video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.